for joining us today. We are going through our COVID survival toolkit for parents, and I'm so excited to have a good friend of mine, Vicky Wong, here. She has her master's in psychology, and she is a counselor at the New Hope Counseling Center, and she specializes in family and marriage counseling or therapy, and also mental health. And today we're going to be looking into behavioral changes in our children to look out for during this COVID season stress and isolation time that we're at home, and also ways to support it, some ways so that we can try to remedy some of these isolation behavioral changes. So let's dive right into the content. Vicky, so what are some changes that as parents we should be looking out for in our children?
For children right now, this is a really confusing time for them because you've changed all the routines and suddenly they're at a place where I don't understand what's going on. But children don't often have the words to express what they're feeling inside. So they're expressing it through their behaviors. Some behavior changes you're going to see with kids, again, it depends on their age, is that they're just excessively crying, or they're a lot more irritable. They're much more angrier. You may get anger outbursts. Okay? Things are like, what's going on? Okay, that's their means to express to you that I don't feel good. They can go back to behaviors that they may have overcome. If you have young kids, they may go back to bedwetting, accidents, things, like, I don't know how to eat this. Or Daddy, can you help me? Can you help me do things that they've normally mastered, that suddenly it becomes all foreign to them. They don't know what they're doing anymore. I don't know how to do this, Daddy. I don't know how to do this. You're going to see this worry and sadness, but they don't know how to express it. And again, it's going to be through behavior. You can see them maybe not talking, or suddenly they're alone in their bedroom and the door is closed and they're sitting alone in the dark and the lights are closed, and it's like, well, what are you doing? I don't know. Again, that's their sadness, that's their worry. It could be sleeping habits. You see your child sleeping a lot longer than they normally have, or they're not sleeping at all. Maybe suddenly an hour they're awake, and you can see them just acting out in ways that they didn't act out before. It could be lashing out, or just picking on a sibling, or being excessively picking on a sibling, hitting them, punching them. Again, these are things that they're struggling with. They can't. Some kids, school is hard. A lot of kids are doing online, and that's new, right? So suddenly if they were A students, everything is a struggle now. They may have mastered algebra or mathematics, and suddenly I don't know how to do this anymore. It's too hard. It's too big. I can't focus. I can't concentrate. Could be certain foods that they used to like, or certain activities that they used to enjoy. They don't enjoy it anymore. I don't want to do this. I'm not interested in it. Okay, these are huge warning signs for parents, and also physiologically. Daddy, mommy, my head hurts, or I feel my body is hurting, and I don't feel like I feel good. But they don't have that, or something feels good. If you have older kids, you may see them just continuously watching television, continuously on their iPad and their phone, and they're just so glued to it. But everything is that. It's like, this is supposed to be my security blanket, and I'm supposed to hold on to this. And again, these are all behavioral changes. You have to really watch with your children. It's for them to telling them that something doesn't feel right, and I don't know how to express it to you.
Wow, that's really eye-opening. That children can't express what they feel like adults do, but so the way they express how they feel is through their behavior, and they don't even know why a lot of times, is what you're saying. And so yeah, please look out for those signs of like you're saying, something's not right on the inside for this child, so now I need to express it in a different type of behavior to get my mom or dad's attention. And so Vicky, so for a parent who maybe is starting to see some of these signs in their children, do you have some ways that these parents can help support them or help them through this time?
I think if you have young children, don't ask them, why are you acting like this? Why are you behaving like this? Why are you not listening? Why are you asking me these questions that you've asked me before? They don't have the words to express the fact that we're in a state of isolation. All my routines, all my schedules are changed. You're home all the time. You're not as patient as you were, and there's no fun anymore. So don't ask them why, okay? If you notice these behaviors, take the time to just talk with your child. Bring them onto you. If most kids are physical touch, hold on to them, look at them in the eye, okay? And let them know what you're feeling inside. So you express your words first. Mommy and daddy are feeling a little bit scared right now because we can't go outside. And but I want you to know that this is a safe place for you. So you want to be able to communicate safety to your children, that you're in going on, that they're they're not gonna not have their needs met. So you want, so that reassurance, those words of affirmation, mom and daddy are here and you're safe and you're okay. And that's the key. And as they get more used to knowing that they're okay, then you try to help them express why they're upset. Okay. And now you focus less on the behavior. Now you're focusing on their emotions. Help them find the words, help them find the feelings. And you'll find kids saying, well, I hit my sister over the head because I'm scared. I don't know if she's going to be here tomorrow because all these people are getting hurt. And so again, from the behavior, you're teaching, helping them to find the words, helping them find the emotions. Why do you feel upset? Why do you feel scared? Okay. So it's almost like the reverse effect, but you're taking the time to pray for your child because they're feeling things that they don't know what to feel for the first time in their lives. It's an unknown feeling that they can't comprehend. Another time is news coverage. I think as parents, we know too much, but don't tell everything to your children because it's too big for them to understand. So meet them at their level. Give them news coverage that's simple, basic, a few lines, but mommy and daddy will help you. Mommy and daddy are right here. Mommy and daddy are taking care of you. Try to go back to some regular routines, regular schedules, something that they're comfortable with. If they have breakfast at a certain time, you have breakfast at a certain time. If they're used to doing fun activities at a certain time, bring those in. And parents, bring the fun back in. Okay, your kids are kids. Their job is to have fun. So they live for fun right now. So don't get excessively academic right now, but bring the fun in. Be creative and bring fun activities in. At the same time, have those quiet activities where you can read to them and speak with them softly and get them to a place where there's some kind of schedule that they're comfortable with. There's some kind of routine that they're used to having. They're eating foods that they're used to having when they go to school, at lunchtime, those kind of things. So get them to a place where they feel like there's a normal that I'm accustomed to. And it takes out that uncertainty. And as parents, be a role model. Take breaks. Exercise with your kids. Eat well with your kids. Sleep with your kids. Break the rules, but just make them feel like they're in a safe place and that you are the safe place for them. That's critical.
Wow, that's really good advice. So once the parent sees these behavioral changes, then don't just let it go. Don't just neglect it. Don't let them watch Netflix all day. And so that's different from the routine. Or if you start seeing these behavioral changes, address them, but not in the way that you're asking them why or questioning them, but in a way that you want to release and inside of them those words or these emotions in a very loving and reassuring way, and I think that's some amazing advice for our parents today. And then try not to get frustrated. I know for myself included, I have seen some of those behavior changes in my children, so I try to talk with them to articulate them, and I find myself getting frustrated. Then I take a break and I come back and I think, hey, let's try this again. Let's talk through this, reassuring them what the situation is. And I think one point that I really liked was about shielding your children from the news, especially if they're a little bit older children too. You can get lost in the news coverage, how many deaths are out there, how many cases are out there locally or worldwide or whatever. I think that's really important, that watch what you're watching with your children, especially if they can fully understand and comprehend what's going on. And you're shielding them from that and reassuring that, hey, God is still in control. We are still here. Everything's going to be okay. Well, thank you so much, Vicky, for your time today. I feel like you added a lot of value to this conversation. I think a lot of parents will get a lot out of this, and I'm so thankful that you're here today. And for you viewers out there, thank you for watching. She did mention that restore the fun into your family routine, and we do have another video in our parent toolkit all about activities for our preschoolers and toddlers. and our children. So go ahead and look at that video there. But thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great day.